Chapter 18. Sri Sadguru said, the devotees worship Sri Vishnu everywhere and at all times. For the enlightened jnanis, the entire universe appears permeated by Sri Vishnu himself. Those enlightened souls who see everything in this world as a manifestation of Sri Krishna carry on deity worship only to inspire others with devotion. Whenever a great Vaishnava providentially happens to see any object worth offering to God, then and there he surrenders it to Lord Krishna. It is not necessary to do extraneous puja in the case of those who do mental puja. Even then, the wise men who are true rasikas perform deity worship. In a beautiful place named Venusomapuram, situated on the bank of the river Tungabhadra, there was a disciple called Vyasaraja called Gopaladasa. He was a staunch devotee of Lord Hari and was endowed with knowledge, determination, equanimity, and dispassionate attitude. There was a holy temple of Sri Venugopala in that place. Gopaladasa was performing regular puja of that deity and nurturing unalloyed devotion at heart. Every day, many devotees visited that temple mainly to listen to the devotional bhajan songs rendered by Gopaladasa. Thus, this illustrious jnani, endowed with noble qualities and had devotion to Lord Krishna as the ultimate goal of life, was respected by all and became very famous. One day, very early in the morning, that great man was systematically performing the Gayatri Japam seated on the banks of river Tungabhadra. That Brahmana, a Vaishnavottama, was concentrating his mind on Sri Narayana, the Lord of all the Devas, present in the focal point of the Surya Mandala, and was engaged in Gayatri Japam. At that time, a very humble, gentle, and chaste woman bought some milk for this great Vaishnava. Immediately, Gopaladasa took the vessel containing milk in hand. He spilled the milk on the sand and returned the vessel to her. The noble woman became agitated to see this. She was afraid that she had committed an offense. She stood there with folded palms in all reverence. Gopaladasa looked at her with great compassion. With a smiling face, he asked her gently, "Why are you upset now?" The noble woman replied, "O Master, I brought the milk in order to make an offering of it to Lord Gopalakrishna. You had simply poured it down on the sand. I am sad that my desire was not fulfilled. I stand here not knowing what to do." Sri Gopaladasa said, "This milk has been used only to bathe Lord Sri Krishna. Only Lord Govinda is here, there, and everywhere. As you have brought this milk at the time fixed for the morning oblations, I did the Abhisheka here on sand. O good-natured woman, if you did not believe my works, go at once to the temple and look at Lord Gopala." Sri Sadguru continued. Hearing these words, the blessed woman became happy and hurriedly she reached the temple and had the darshan of Sri Muralidhara. She was surprised to see Sri Krishna's deity drenched with milk. She shed tears of joy. Thus, coming to know of the glory and divine wisdom of Sri Gopaladasa, that good-natured woman developed great devotion for him. Thus, those great souls who consider Lord Vasudeva to be the absolute being see Sri Govinda everywhere without any exception. Those transcendental moods of such great devotees are not discernible to ordinary men. A wise man should feel happy to find them. Thus ends chapter 18, entitled Sri Gopaladasa Charitram of Book 3 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Sri Krishna Premi Swamigal.